Hello everyone, I hope everyone's doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about some of the questions which a narcissist will never answer. And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So as we know that these narcissists are very self-centered, insecure on the inside kind of beings. They hate criticism, they lack empathy, they are very self-centered, selfish to a huge extent, they love controlling, they hate authenticity, and the list goes on. These narcissists are very damaging, especially for people with whom they are in relationship with. These narcissists have a lot of contempt and vindictiveness inside of them that is very destructive. And the way how they react when you cause them narcissistic injury or when you hurt their ego, that's not something which you will like. Yeah, they're going to make sure that they destroy you, they rip your soul apart, they tear you on the inside. That's how vindictive and the amount of contempt that these narcissists have on the inside, whether you are their son, daughter, wife, sister, friend, whatever. So these narcissists in general are quite damaging for people like you and me. The best thing is to stay away, and if you are in a relationship, you have to make that difficult decision where you want to manage, try out other ways of communication and see if you can still feel and stay protected. But if you cannot, then you'll have to make the decision. I'm no one to decide on your behalf. Okay, so now coming back to the questions. The first question is, why is it so difficult to admit your flaws and mistakes? We know that narcissists hate criticism. They hate when you criticize them or when you challenge their knowledge, thoughts and views. They hate it. It's a one-way traffic. So they might either deflect or they might put the entire blame onto the others. Well, it was because of my childhood, it was because of my parent, it was because of the society, it was because of this, because of that. Or some of them might answer, well, you see it as flaw and mistakes, I see it as learning opportunities. That's how these narcissists are. So they are never going to give you a direct answer. They're either going to deflect or keep redirecting it somewhere or the other, but they are not going to give you a concrete solid answer to your question. And when you ask them that why is it so difficult to admit your flaws and mistakes, absolutely no, they are perfect, they don't need to change anything, and you are not supposed to ask this. Yeah, because they are perfection, they are perfect being on this planet. So these questions are not for them. Yeah, these questions are for those who are messed up, who are flawed, who have got problems and issues. Narcissists are perfectionists, they are perfect creation, or they have made themselves perfect. Yeah, so this is how they are going to react to this question. The next question is, why do you need to impress strangers or someone you are not related to? Narcissists are not going to like this question either. They are going to tell you, well, I'm not impressing, that's the way how I am, that's who I am. Yes, I am quite courteous, I am quite helpful, I am quite social. So what? Well, if you see it that way, I can't help you. Yeah, so you're not going to get a direct answer. But we know that these narcissists are insecure beings on the inside. They are needy, they want all those attention, admiration, validation from all the corner, all the sides. They want to pack it all, yeah, in their tiny little bags. So if you're going to tell them that, why are you, overdoing, or why are you trying to impress strangers or someone whom you're not related to, they are not going to like it. Yeah, they are going to tell you, well, you see it that way, but that is how I am. That is how courteous I am. That is how helpful I am. That is how social I am. Yeah. So again, you are not going to get a direct answer. The next question is, why do you reject, disapprove, and minimize others' opinions? Narcissists are not going to reply to it. And if you probe them, they might say, well, that is not the way. Mm-mm, I don't agree to it because that's not the right way. The right way is my way. So these narcissists have this habit inside of them, minimizing, dismissing, invalidating others' thoughts, views, feelings, emotions. And that's how these narcissists have been surviving. That's how these narcissists have been controlling, victims like you and me, their supply. So these narcissists have this thing inside of them. They know it all. They are perfect and their way is the right way. Well, any other way is not good enough, not right. That's absolutely wrong. It doesn't lead you anywhere. It leads you to shit. It leads you to mess. Yeah. So that is how these narcissists are. So any thoughts, views, or any idea or opinion which is very different from theirs is bad. It's immediately invalidated, minimized, and disapproved. So this is how they keep their victims on hook. This is how they throw their victim off balance. So yes, you are not going to get a direct and a concrete answer for this question. The next question is, why does my differences threaten you so much? This is quite a powerful question, quite a direct question and a powerful question. And the narcissists are not going to give you a direct and a very honest answer if you ask them this question. They are going to say, well, your differences doesn't threaten me. I mean, in fact, I laugh at the differences that you're talking about. They are stupid, they are useless, they are funny. Why should I be threatened about them? These narcissists are not going to say, well, everyone is okay to have, differences, and it's absolutely okay. We are not clones. I mean, a healthy individual would answer it this way, that nothing is threatening me. You can be whoever you want to be. Our differences is what makes us who we are. Yeah, we are not clones. We are not a replica of each other. We can have differences, and it's absolutely okay to have differences. But when you are with a narcissist, there is no room for differences. Differences are like a threat. They hate when you have a different thought, different view, different opinion. So they really don't like your differences. They might minimize, they might gaslight you, they might invalidate, and tell you that, well, you think that your differences is threatening me, or I'm being threatened by your difference, but let me tell you, it's not even valid in the first place. Your differences are just plain stupidity. Your differences are absolutely stupid, immature. Your differences are nothing. It's something which doesn't even exist. Yeah, look at me, I'm so authentic. Look at me, where I am, how far I have come. I know it all. I am more experienced than you, and you tell me that I am scared of your differences. I'm threatened by your differences. Come on, grow up. You need to learn a lot of things. You are nowhere close to me. So this is how a narcissist is going to react when you ask these questions. They are not going to, clearly look into your eyes and tell you that no, it's absolutely okay to be different. It's absolutely okay to have differences. No, you're not, threatening me. I'm not threatened by your differences. It's absolutely okay. So things are going to be very different when you ask this question, from a narcissist. The next question is, why don't you change? Why do you want me to change? Mm-mm. Narcissists are perfect. Narcissists are super perfect. Narcissists are perfection personified, epitome of perfection. So narcissists really don't need to change. Change is for those who have problem. Change is for inferior beings. Narcissists are superior beings. They don't need to change. They have reached that God state. They know it all. They understand it all, and their knowledge is the best. So a narcissist doesn't need to change. It's always got to be you who needs to change. And when you ask them, they are going to tell you, well, you're too immature. Well, you're too, kiddo. Well, you don't even understand. You hardly understand my perspective. You can hardly think the way how I think. Ah, come on. You need to learn a lot of things. Because the way how you think, that's not the right way. My way is the right way. So this is how the narcissist is going to respond. They are going to tell you, well, this is what I have to hear in the end, that I need to change and not you. Whereas in the problem lies with you, but it's so funny that I need to change and not you. I am the one who's more experienced and not you. So who gets to change? Not me. It's got to be you. So this is how, they are going to throw the ball at you. The next question is, why can't you accept people the way they are? Authenticity is something that enrages the narcissist. They hate authentic people. They don't want you to be authentic, because authentic people can see through. Yeah. And narcissists don't want that. They can be around authentic people for some time, and then they can go back into their own space and play with their supply, play with the victim. So narcissists cannot accept their supply the way they are. Their supply needs to change. And that is how these narcissists groom their victim for more and more abuse that comes in future. So yes, narcissists are perfect. Change is for the flawed ones, the problematic ones, the ones with errors, the ones that has got problems. Change is for them, not for the narcissists. The narcissists are perfect. So yes, they can't accept you the way you are, because you have problems. You need to fix yourself, and then you need to come. The next question is, why do you react every time somebody doesn't agree to you? Every time when somebody doesn't agree to them, because when you say no, no is like a narcissistic injury. It hurts them. It hurts their ego, their fragile ego. And they're going to throw rage at you. Yeah, so they're going to react. They can't accept. They can't take no. They want yes. They want you to worship them. They want you to validate them. They want you to admire them, and they want you to keep, doing whatever they want out of you. They don't want you to, come up to them and tell them no. They don't like it. Yeah. And then they are going to teach you a lesson. They have this vindictiveness inside of them. Yeah. And they have a lot of impulsivity. They have a lot of discontent inside of them. So when you say no, they don't like it. They're going to throw rage at you. And the last question is, don't you think there is some problem with you? Narcissists are perfect. They know it all. They are perfect, and they can't stand this question. So they are not going to give you a direct answer or an honest answer. they are going to say, well, you think there is a problem because you don't agree to it. Well, you think there is a problem with me because you are not getting an easy access, you are not getting an easy way out of things. They are going to, uh, scapegoat you when you ask them these kind of questions. So they don't like all these questions. It really hurts them. Yeah, there is a lot of lies, there is a lot of gaslighting, manipulation, and then they become who they are. Yeah, so such direct questions are like arrows, thrown at their, fragile ego, and it begins to crumble, it begins to fall, and it causes them narcissistic injury, and in return you're going to experience their rage. So yes, they are perfect, they don't have any problem, and don't you dare ask this question. Yeah, so in case if you have some question in your mind, you can always comment below. I would love to read a couple more of the questions. But yes, these are a couple of questions which the narcissist would hate to answer. You won't get a satisfying answer, uh, or maybe if you have all that courage, and if you ask all these questions from a narcissist, you might land up being messed up in your head. After the entire question and answer round is over, you might be messed up in your head. So yes, please don't try it out with the narcissist. But yes, if you suspect someone is a narcissist, you can throw these questions and see how they react and behave. And yes, please like, share, subscribe this channel, give it a thumbs up if you are loving my content, and please don't ignore the red flags. And yes, try and stay away from narcissists. Lots of love and blessings to all of you. Bye.